Good evening, everybody. Good day, wherever you are. If you join us on the call here or you watch the recording, you are very welcome. And we feel very privileged to have a busy call tonight. And we're looking forward to sharing just a few thoughts with you on how to host a house meeting when you present your business to new or potential brand partners and prospects. So with me tonight is my wife, Anri Powell. So from the two of us, welcome, and hope you hope you can learn something from us tonight as we just walk you through a few basic principles to get your business started at home and to invite people and tell them about your business. So it's always good, we've all been in lockdown for a long time. We've been isolated. We've been on Zooms, and people are more open again to join you for live events. So we must make use of this opportunity to start inviting people to venues again, like your home, any venue you can find. And we just want to walk you through some of those basic principles. So with me tonight, Anri, and the two of us will share some thoughts with you.
Yes, thank you guys and welcome. We honor your time and the fact that you decided to bite off a few minutes to jump on with people that's like-minded and that is excited about life. That's why we are here. We would also just like Jimmy said, I think a lot of people have been comfortable and a lot of people are comfortable at their homes to just sit there and be on a Zoom and mute, and you actually, you still have your jacket on, but your pantoffels is already on and you're ready to go to bed almost. But I do feel that we've just experienced it in my 25 years of marketing. And, I've seen that once you get in front of a customer, you are really pulling through a sale so much quicker, and you're really connecting because people can connect with your heart. On a WhatsApp or on, like we are sitting on the Zoom, you cannot always feel the emotion and the excitement that's going with that, even if we're trying to do that. And that's why it's so important for us, especially with everything opening up now, to really start moving just a little bit more, maybe to look at different ways to grow your business. So with that, we are going to just throw on a presentation for you guys. I just quickly want to see if I can mute this. I don't think I will be able to. So yeah, HOM. And we are just going to, just want to see how I move this thing. Yeah. The table of content tonight is quickly, what is a HOM, the mission and vision around that, what to discuss, what is needed at the HOM, the don'ts, and then we're quickly going to end off. So we're going to jump right in. A HOM is just a short abbreviation of a home opportunity meeting. Now, it's something that's been like really, for forever, people were talking about HOMs and home meetings, especially in the older days when Zoom was not there. But I think it's such a nice name still to gather around and to say to people, listen, come to my house, come and have a look at what I'm doing, come and experience my products, come and see what we're all about. We are excited, come and celebrate that with us. So what we suggest from our side is to get a quiet place, any quiet place, preferably your home. But if you don't want people in your house, then, instead of just going to a coffee shop, because it can get a bit noisy in a coffee shop or a restaurant, rather than get a side place in a restaurant where you can just meet a few people and sit down and have a nice cup of coffee without being disturbed a lot. You want them to experience a home feeling. You want them to experience you at the end of the day and really just see who you are and what you are all about and what your business is about and why you are jumping in that. Also, it's a very great opportunity to have random people there. You don't have to just invite your group of friends, because your group of friends are going to start talking about the rugby and about the braai that you had last week. So I always say invite 2 or 3 of your close friends, ask them to bring someone new. Then you go to your brand partners and you invite all your brand partners and you ask them to bring 2 or 3 people. And then also make sure that they RSVP, that they commit to coming that night, because we will tell you now why it's so important that your brand partners also collaborate with you.
I just want to say there with random people, don't be scared to invite everybody. Because if you prejudge someone and decide that it's not for them and they're going to think funny or they will not be interested in your opportunity, then you're going to eliminate someone that might have been a potential brand partner for you. So with random people, we mean that you really invite as far and wide as you can and see who shows up. Don't you be the judge of who's gonna get this opportunity, or who's gonna jump on board or who's not. So really invite random people as far and wide as you can. Don't be scared to invite people over.
Yeah, not too big groups. We just seen that when you do a home opportunity meeting and you are the only person that's there and you don't have any brand partners that's with you, if you have a too big group, then you tend to lose people in that. They quickly finish their coffee and they go. You don't have a time to sit and chat with them or connect with them and ask them questions. The 5 important questions, the 5 good questions, the who, what, where, why, and how. And those are the questions that you then can start talking and asking these people, why did they decide to come? What are they looking for when what's their problems that they have? How long have they been really struggling with this product, problems? And those are the type of things that you can then fish out from what you really want from your people. But if the group is too big, you're going to lose people. People might leave. You're not going to even, you won't have names, or, you wouldn't have meet all the people. So it's very important that the bigger place you are, or the bigger your group is, to make sure that you have brand partners that can also connect with those people.
Yes.
Why we say be honest with your invite.
This is very important.
Yeah, so the most important thing with your invite, and I think you mentioned it, is to get it out early enough. So set a date. No matter what, I promise you, if you're going to wait until everybody is ready to be at your home meeting, then you're going to wait forever, because there's always something happen in someone's life. Don't wait for that opportunity. You make the date, you stick with that. Even if you end up with only 2 people coming to your home opportunity meeting, that's the other thing I learned. You do not cancel once you have set a date. Even if you have to pay people to be there, and you do social media posts and take photos of all the angles in the room and say, what a fantastic home meeting it was. And I'm so glad that you guys were spending time with me tonight. That is how you build also, on people that was scared that they missed out, or they missed something at your house. But very important, be honest with your invite. Guys, I think it's a story that we have told numerous times.
Just before we go over onto that, if you have set a date, if you decided on a date, make sure that you well in advance send out a save the date. So this is really important, not to leave it to the last minute before you start advertising your event. So at least send out a save the date. And then when that has happened, and if you've established your date, then you need to start organizing your event. So make sure that you get the date out, that you have a save the date, and then well in advance send out all the information regarding your meeting, so that it isn't a last minute thing. It's something that the two of us are very guilty of, is we leave everything for the last minute. But if you want to be successful, if you're going to be successful in this home opportunity meeting event planning, you need to well in advance get everything in order and send out the invites real early.
Yeah, and also get someone. I know Yolandi is my voice of reason, and I will tell her, listen, I want to do that. That's the date. And she keeps me accountable on that. And she helps me and really, help me focus to, she will ask me, why isn't your save the date out yet? And have you done the planning? And what are you going to, give to the people? So get someone, tell them about this meeting that you are planning, and let them keep you accountable for that. Don't just tell your closest friend, because she will think of an excuse with you. If you tell someone random, they will then make the effort to keep you accountable as well. So what happened with one of these meetings that we attended a few years ago was we were phoned by this very good friend of ours, and he told us very randomly if we can maybe come for a coffee on Monday night with him. He didn't see us for a very long time. Can we come and, just join him on Monday evening? So before we, stopped with him, we stopped at Spar. I ran in there, got cool drink, and got a pakkie koeksisters, because I knew he was loving koeksisters, a small pakkie koeksisters. And as we stopped in his street, I thought, oh my goodness, I wonder what's happening in the street, because it looks like Nagmaal op Koffiefontein. It's like the the people from the other countries will now not understand that, but it's a very small place, and it's like when something happens there, or when there's church, the whole town or the whole little small dorpie gets there. And we couldn't understand why all the cars are there. And as we walked into his house, suddenly there were like hundreds of people. It felt like hundreds of people. And he did not tell us that it was an opportunity meeting that of a product that they are, promoting that evening. So it was also a home meeting, but in a much larger scale. We were standing there with our bottle of cool drink and our Cook Sisters. I remember I dropped the Cook Sisters in my handbag. I never felt so embarrassed. And we were sitting in rows in his sitkamer, and we were looking at each other, and it was awkward. And we actually, a huge gap, and it took a huge chunk out of our friendship, because if he just told us, listen, guys, I'm starting this new business, I want you to please join. People are going to come and talk, and it's quite a big, person that's talking there. Please just join and come and listen what it's all about. Us as friends, we would have gone still to support him. But up to today, if I see a Pakkie Cook Sisters, it reminded me of that evening when I was standing there and really, really felt so embarrassed about this home opportunity meeting. So just be honest with your invite. Tell your people that you're doing a home meeting for the business that you're in. Don't give away too much information. Just ask them to be there and to come and experience and enjoy that, and make it also very, very, very short. Another important point is, guys, you do not have to spend a lot of money on a home opportunity meeting. If you have coffee, tea, and water there, you don't have to.
And maybe a packet of Cook Sisters.
And maybe a packet of Cook Sisters, or ask people to bring a packet of Cook Sisters with if you want that. But don't now feel that you have to buy 5 platters from Woolworths or organize and buy something. Guys, it's not a dinner. You're not inviting them for dinner. You are inviting them to come and listen to an opportunity that you would like to present to them. So make it short and sweet. Don't put out any eats and treats. Don't let people come to eat. If it's over dinner time, maybe in the evening, maybe get a pizza or something, or ask the brand partners that's collaborating with you to do that. But we had a few home meetings in Bloemfontein on a Saturday morning, and we just got coffee and tea, and some of that packets of coffee and tea, and we had it at my studio there in Bloemfontein, and it was such a huge success. The people were so glad to be there, and they really, were enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
And then the last thing on the home opportunity meeting is you need to make it about you. Please don't come out with your ball gown and fully makeup if you're a tomboy walking in your jeans and sneakers and have a ponytail every day. Be you. Don't let someone walk into your house and you are not comfortable in who you are. They want to experience you. That's why they will come to that meeting. If they don't want to experience you, they will think of an excuse not to come. And you just tell them then, that's 100% fine. I am going to go on with the meeting. I would love to have you there. Pop in for a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, but it will be great to see you. So make sure that you bring your touch to that table as well.
Yeah, for instance, if you're Tammy Maltby, then obviously a Maltby cake would be absolutely spot on for such an event. But it has to be something that's uniquely to you. So I think that's the point here. Is don't be someone that you're not at this kind of meetings, because it really is about trustworthy. Are you trustworthy? Are you who you say you are? That kind of thing. So I would say that would definitely be a big yes for a meeting like this.
Okay, so your mission and vision at the end of this meeting is 2 things. You want to help brand partners and new people to experience what your business is all about. And your vision is you want to get more customers and people or business partners to experience and to start talking about the business firstly, customers that would like to try the products out, and also potentially business partners that would like to come on board once you have told them about this amazing opportunity. So set out your mission and vision. What do you want out of this meeting? Make a A4 page for yourself and say, well, I want to invite these people. Why? Because Anri and Jimmy and Yolandi and Nick is telling us to do HOMs. No, that's not the reason why. You want to build your business on your own way. Zooms might not be working for you well. You want to get up close and personal with people. That's how you're going to start creating that. And if you're scared to do it the first time, get your brand partners in to do it with you. Give your house as a host the evening for them, but let them do all the talking. You don't have to do all the talking yourself. Okay, very important, the three things that needs to be discussed at this home meeting. Obviously, you're going to open up and not talk a little, too much, but you are going to ask other brand partners to come to this event, and that's how you will get them and ask them to bring someone with to share their testimonies. People would like to see what people are talking about. If someone tells me, listen, I have lost, or let's make for an example, I had insomnia and I'm sleeping very well now. People might go, well, you might say that you had insomnia, but how do we know you have insomnia? But if you have people that's literally standing there with the emotions that they have, you feel emotions. When you are in the presence of someone that's really experiencing something that changed their lives, that is what's coming through at a HOM. People will literally hang on their lips. They will want to know more. Afterwards, they will stand and with a cup of coffee, talk to that person and tell me more. How did you do that? What did you do in your diet when you lost the 23 kgs? Did you go to the gym? That's stuff that people then talk over a cup of coffee afterwards. So don't let your HOM also be too long. Max an hour. You need to run through your testimonies. You talk the product, make sure that you have products there. I always say people like to taste and feel products. So it's, daunting. If you want to spend money, don't buy the wine, get the coffee, but buy a sample pack for people to take home. Make a jug of amino gourd and let them taste it. Let them taste the taste of the amino gourd. It's great to see it tastes fantastic, but if you really can let people experience the product, that is setting them up definitely on a way different way on just talking about the product. And then lastly, the business opportunity. I won't go too deep into the business opportunity. You don't want to sell it like just there. This is where people can start asking questions and you can answer them on a one-on-one or get them for coffee and explain the comp plan much more in depth. But I would swiftly run over our comp plan, tell them on how many ways they can make money, show them physically what the company does. If you want to, you can on the big screen call one or two brand partners in from America. I'm sure Ant and Tammy will be more than glad to jump on a Zoom and give that credibility to you as well. But I won't dig too deep into the business side of it. That's when you start talking on the one-on-ones, where you actually tell people, listen, there is these packages that you can buy. Also print out papers. Yolandi had such a great paper a template that she forwarded to us when we were doing our road shows. And if you have it there, people can, stand there, look at it, experience it, and then also see what the money is, what they can get. You want to add something here?
No, that's it. I think it's also good if you can get someone from outside New Age at your meeting to just talk in general about, additional opportunities in business, how important it is to have an extra line of income, because it's good to have people of New Age just talking about New Age and opportunity of New Age. But for instance, we had Fruan Landman involved, and I know he's also a New Age brand partner, but we had Fruan at one of our meetings just discussing from a broker viewpoint, and he's actually a financial advisor viewpoint, the importance of an extra line of income and what the jobless, people without jobs percentages look like in different countries and across the world, and just emphasizing the importance of a good opportunity when you see one, to take a good opportunity when you see one. Not necessarily from a New Age viewpoint, but for us, it made a big difference to have someone just talk about business in general and finances in general, and that was quite a good add-on, I felt, for our HOM when he was talking about just
Something
identifying
different,
something different, identifying something that just might be a good vehicle for you, and the importance of an extra line of income. So that was, I thought, was a very good contribution to what we did that day.
Yeah, thank you. So what is needed? So the pyramid looks like this, and I specifically put it like this, that you don't do the top one first. That is not what your HOM is about. Your HOM, the basis of your HOM is about really bringing the energy and the excitement. Why you are doing this, why you are excited about this business, how we've been, pioneering, the struggles that we had, but also the excitement that you have for all the new products that's rolling in, all the things that's happening around the business. And maybe we're not seeing it day to day how this business is literally growing, But imagine in 2, 3, 5, 7 years from now, what the magnitude of new age is going to be. Every single person, it was like Walt Disney said, he wanted Walt Disney in every single household in the world. And I'm sure that's what new age is going to be in a few years' time from now. And we are at the steering of this. If you're on this Zoom, we are at the steer of Africa, and that's what we do. A presentation on screen or on a whiteboard. I like drawing quite a lot, so we always have like a whiteboard and drawing stuff and just show everyone, what they can experience and the stuff that we are writing on there. Or if you have a presentation, you can throw it on a whiteboard. But if you don't have one of these things, that's also okay. If you just want to stand and talk with people, hand them out, one or two things that they can take home to look at the packages that you have, that you can make it yourself, guys. Canva is an amazing tool. PowerPoint is an amazing tool to do like different things. You don't have to be IT, a guru in IT and educated to do that. You can really do it your way. If people are walking in and they know that you don't know a bar of soap what's happening on a screen or how to, do a presentation, don't do a presentation. Stand there and just talk to them and just be you. Then I feel it's very important for brand partners to align, and that will also give you a little bit of credibility, because your friends will go, yeah, you said it, and we have to believe you because you're your friends or family. But people that's not friends with them, and they are talking the same language that you are talking, that's when you get the credibility, and people are going, okay, but even if this financial advisor or the physiotherapist or a lawyer or whoever is also in this business, he might, there needs to be a little bit of credibility around that. So also invite the brand partners that will align with you. And also, if you don't know how to do that, can take over from where you are, like stuck. And then water, coffee, tea, and nothing much must be your last thing, but it's also a nice cherry on the top. If you can have coffee afterwards, to stand and chat with the people, that's your opportunity to really go and talk with the people. Like, how did you, how do you feel about it? Did you taste the amino gourd? What are you struggling, with in your day-to-day? And we've got something for everything. This is what we got. Show them the samples. So that's a very, very important point for you to really just close down your home meeting. And then you can chase them away after an hour and tell them to go home because it's a Tuesday evening and you want to go to bed. Okay, then the don'ts. We just said that there's 4 things that's definitely going to, to rather break down on your HOM than rather building it up. That's negativity. When people phone you and they go like, oh my goodness, I've just joined this multi-level direct marketing. I actually don't know what I've joined, and I'm having this HOM now, and I would just like to know if you won't come and at least just listen. I need to get a bunch of people together. People are coming already with a negative mindset to your HOM. They're like, you don't like it. You feel obliged to do it. They're going to sit there and think, oh my goodness, we'll just have to support this poor woman because someone held a gun against her head for this pyramid scheme that she's jumping into. But if you're excited and if you don't tolerate negativity and tell people, I don't have a cooking clue what I'm doing at this stage, but I'm trying this new business, guys, because lockdown knocked me hard, recession is knocking me hard, and I need to get this extra income and I'm going to give this company a go, then you will at least, have a positive mindset around that. Don't stress too much. It shows. Drink a glass of orange juice before you do the presentation. Just smile and run through it. Big groups also, don't do big groups. Again, if you don't have people that will help you, at the end of the day, you will lose people and you would have not built on the momentum to really get to everyone that was there. And people will feel like they were not worthy. Us human beings are so quick to feel sensitive about that. No one chatted to me and I wasn't called on my name and I didn't even know why I attended. People want to feel important. So if you can't manage that group, then don't invite too big group of people.
Maybe,
and then the
maybe
lies.
I can add to big groups. You want to invite everyone. Don't limit yourself as to who you invite. But as soon as you see that there's 100 people going to show up and it's only you and your spouse that will take care of business, then you need to get brand partners on board to help you out. Because I think it's very important to keep the personal touch as well, especially afterwards. You want to be able to connect with your potential customers or prospects, potential brand partners. So don't limit yourself as to how many people you invite. See what happens. If the outcome is good and big, then great. Then get brand partners to come and help out. But don't limit the group as such. Just make sure that you will be able to connect with everybody.
Manageable.
Even if it's through brand partners, make it manageable so that you do connect with everyone and that you do get a word in with at least everyone that attended, even if it's through brand partners that will help you, just connecting afterwards.
Yeah. And then lastly, don't lie on what you're earning, how much you've lost, how well you are sleeping. If you're not sleeping well on these tablets, guys, then obviously you're not taking
Then
the correct.
talk about the tablets.
Don't talk about it then. Don't lie to people. People can see immediately through somebody that's lying. If you're not making 50,000 grand on these products weekly and you tell them that they do, they're going to come back to you and say, but listen, I can't make it. Why isn't it happening to me? You overpromised and underdeliver at the end of the day. So it's very important to just, don't lie, don't say too much, but don't lie. That's something that I feel keeps your integrity and credibility at the end of the day as well. Then our conclusion on HOMs in the first place, have fun. If you do not try, you will never succeed. Even if you invite your mom, your dog, your best friend, and 2 puppets or dolls, your friend's daughter's dolls, you put them down and you make like tea out of small koppies. Just try it. Just do a HOM. Get into it. Jump into it. There's really the only way that you're going to learn is if you do that, and you're going to make mistakes, but you know what? It's a safe space to make those mistakes. It's your home. No one can tell you that you are doing it wrong because it's your place. It's your home, and you do things like you want to have that. And then at the end of the day, just do it and learn from one another. That's how we learn and grow, and that's how we lock arms, and that's how we grow our business one person at a time. If we're not going to reach the masses immediately, we're going to do it reaching one person at a time. And I promise you, if you change one person's life today, that person will multiplicate, and that person will become 2, and those 2 people will become 4, and those 4 will become 8, and so that's going to roll over until you have moved into the masses and changed thousands of people's lives. And that's that from my side.
From my side, ending off, I just want to say, never underestimate the power of what an HOM, a home opportunity meeting, can bring to you. Don't underestimate the value of connecting eye to eye with people, because in that space is where you can really share your heart and your experiences and your beliefs. It's sometimes hard, as we mentioned, to do that on a Zoom call with people that you don't know that well. But if you take the time to just spend time with people in conversation one-on-one, it is really powerful. And that's what we are created for relationships. And home opportunity meetings will give you just that. Will give you the opportunity to create relationships. And I know that Tammy is a good example of someone that does these luncheons on a regular basis, inviting friends over, sharing about their business, and it's really successful. So do not underestimate that. Real strong organizations was built on home opportunity meetings, on one-on-one conversations, on people that you invited over to talk to them about your business and your excitement. And don't underestimate that. It sometimes feels like a lot of trouble to go through. You can just jump on a Zoom, but don't underestimate the one-on-one interaction that we as human beings so desperately need. And this is where we can really get to know each other and really build relationships that can potentially be of big value to you and your organization. So that's just from my side that I wanted to share with you tonight. And Anri, thank you for all the slides. You did very well. I thought the slides looked beautiful. And thanks everyone for listening. And I hope that you will have the courage to, at least once in the very near future, try one of these HOMs, and may you be really successful, and may this really bring good business to your doorstep, literally.
Yes, and that's all from our side. Have a great week, everyone, and let us know. Send photos of your HOMs, and thank you. Have a good evening. Bless you.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay,
Thanks a lot, Beth. Yes.
Excellent presentation, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Sam.
Absolutely
Thank you,
amazing.
guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.